Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gold Saber stream, the Sloppy Hoggers Club. We're doing something fun. We're doing something new tonight. As you know, Tim so very often does commissions via Playmat, does Playmat via commission, does Playmats via people commissioning him. And we said, you know what, we're doing this stream. If people are commissioning these Playmats, why don't we just bring them on and watch their Playmat get drawn and chat with us? So without any further ado, we've got Vinny here. What is up, Vinny? Welcome. What kind of Playmat? Well, tell us a slight amount about you and what kind of Playmat are you having Tim draw tonight? What's up with it? What's the plan?
Hello. Today's plan is to make my own custom Tivit Playmat. I'm a huge fan of Esper, and that's what we're gonna rock.
Very sick.
You might know him online as Game Stopper. And Vinny, I gotta say, is a big, just a major fan of Vinny. I really appreciate his support. Vinny is like probably has the most superior collection of gold saber mats than anyone. He has 15 of them, which is probably more than I have right now in terms of like unique copies. I don't think I have 15. I may have like 6. So I'm like just super humbled, and I really appreciate the support because just making cool art for people is just like the most rewarding thing. I feel like it's the most rewarding thing I've done in a professional capacity in my life. So thanks, Vinny. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming out.
No problem.
Tivit is another commander I love. I really love Tivit. I know my buddy Kev, they love Tivit. It's a cool deck. I think Esper is really well positioned right now. I think Esper is like the best it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to draw Tivit. He's a very iconic commander. Super. The look of Tivit is like. It's a cool card to become. That's become like such a powerful commander because it was like the alternative commander in the pre-con, right? Mm-hmm. Like the weird obscura pre-con, and like. The base commander was like that cephalid that doesn't look like a cephalid, and then Tivit was in there, and it was just like a bolt card. And some friends and I really latched onto it early, and it just creates like what I feel. And I don't know about you, Vinny, but like a really kind of rewarding like mid-range control play pattern in C8.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you like about Tivit?
What drew me to Tivit was just like. I don't know. I witnessed a lot in my local area, like spot removal on commanders, and Tivit. I don't know. Just everyone forgets his ward ability, and like
I get blown out by that all the time.
Yeah, it's fun just seeing someone tap their last land. They're like Swords of Plowshare. I'm like Ward 3, and they're like, oh.
Yeah, and the best thing too is it's a trigger too. So you're like, okay, yeah, wards, and then you're like ward trigger, and they're like, they like realize what's happened, you know?
Yeah, I think right now, like I've heard what's his name, comedian mention it the most. He's a meta buster, so like I feel like Tivit is well positioned enough to sit down next to any pod and perform well if you play the control game. Pretty well. I mean, like you can't turbo Tivit anymore. Like just jam him out turn 2 and place a time sieve. But
that's okay though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if you feel like you have it, send it.
Yeah, I think that's. But I really, I know what you mean. It's like, and in a way, I think like the turbo plan, you know. It's not a turbo meta right now, so it's okay that we don't have the tools to like we don't have JLo or Crypt to cast Tivit. I think there was a lot of people that thought once Crypt was gone and once like JLo was gone that Tivit was unplayable. Don't you think there was a lot of people who were like, oh, it's over?
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
I was pretty stunned for the bans. I thought, my favorite deck was dead, but I started looking at like my control pieces, like Blind Obedience and Graph Digger's Cage. I'm like, that thing became so much stronger.
Yeah, they got better than ever.
Yeah.
Oh, we do.
I totally agree.
I do have something to know here. We've got Paji Demand. I assume that's how your username is pronounced. I apologize. Our first ever subscriber. We're Twitch affiliate now. If you're one of the people who enjoy,
yeah, dude, that's right.
If you're people who enjoy spending bits on Twitch, if you're people who has a spare Prime subscription, any of that kind of stuff, you can support us directly now through that way if you so wish. Paji Demand, our first ever subscriber with a Prime subscription, also said, got my tokens and whatnot in the mail today, Saber. Love them all. And I just started playing Malcolm.
Dude, you're so welcome.
Just started playing Malcolm, Vial Smasher. And I love seeing that little token pronounced Pajida. Pajida Man. Okay, there we go. We got there.
That's awesome. Yeah. That was a little bonus. I've been throwing that in for people. I just made like this double-sided Malcolm Vial token. And I didn't tell anyone I made them, but I've been throwing them in orders and throwing them in my patron mail, and just I like to do stuff like that. Make some the weirdies, you know. There's some like weird ones that you can't order. So thanks for subscribing. We just started adding subs, so it's super cool for me to have that. So I was thinking about, I really love the composition of the original like Tivit card. I thought we would get like riff off that composition because he's like, it's so funny. He's like this Sphinx, you know, and he's kind of like hulking in the scene, you know, he's kind of crowding it out, and he's got his orbs and he's got his wings. And then we can draw it in our own kind of like weirdo way. What do you think?
Whoa. Man, okay, I'm gonna have to enter the new interrupting era of the
new interrupting era. What's up, dude?
Orjan. I'm not built to pronounce these names. Subscribing at tier 1 and also gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And now you may go back to your compositorial thoughts. And Orjan is also dropping by real quick because it's late in Norway. They're always happy to drop by. I know that it's late for them.
I just sent those tokens to Norway a couple days ago before New Year. So I don't know what, I mean, maybe I sent them before Christmas, but I don't know. The post has been slow. Sorry to everybody. Cut me some slack. I'll try my best. It's been the worst this season, I think. The mail has been probably the worst. So I really do feel sorry about that. But kind of also at the mercy of the postal service at this moment. But if things don't show up like after the holidays, hit me up and I'll make it right. It doesn't cost me that much to make it right, and it's the right thing to do. So, but I will do it. But yeah, I like that composition of Tivit. It's like he's just so menacing and weird, and I like the idea of like drawing our own version of Tivit. Because once he's got this, you know, his wing. He's got these gold plates on his wings. He's got like a table with a bunch of weird shit on it. He's got like some sort of like Silex or something, like a bowl with like a stem. He's got a bunch of drinks or something, right? He's got like all these things, and that spot is where we can put some of like the key cards. What cards are the most important to you? You feel you brought Graph Digger's Cage, Blind Obedience. Anything else really come to mind?
I think the one that
your gameplay.
I think the one that made my deck different, and then I started seeing it after post-ban, I put in Intuition. That card I never saw in any like EDH top 16 deck list for Tivit, where they were running like a Intuition pile, and I felt like that was unique. And then I started seeing it, I was like, whoa! So I feel like Intuition's probably up there.
What made you feel like what has that given you as like a tool, you think? Intuition?
Sometimes like when someone's going for a win and I have no counter spells in hand, I can get Time Sieve, a counter spell, and Savine's Wreck. So that kind of sets me up if it comes back to my turn. So it's kind of a, hey, if you don't give me the counter spell in hand, we lose right now. Or I just go get the pieces I need.
Yeah. I know what you mean. That's actually a cool, kind of puts him in like, a little bit of a prisoner's dilemma in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good politicking tool, right? Like you can have counter spells and then the time sieve, and like they got to give you the counter spell, and then the time sieve and the Savines go in the graveyard. It's kind of cool because if you're being forced to interact,
Yeah.
I love that. So we got to put intuition on here. What else are we thinking about?
Let me look at my deck list and. What is my? Can't say Ristic. That's too easy of an answer.
Ristic, you can do it. There's no wrong answers. If you feel like Ristic is like part of your game plan, we can.
I think unsung hero is Archivist of Ogma.
Oh yeah, I like Archivist. That's a cool card.
I threw him in for my last tournament, and he drew me so many cards, and I honestly wouldn't have been able to keep up if it weren't for Archivist of Ogma.
Intuition. We gotta put intuition. Yeah, we'll make sure we get those guys in there. Excellent. And we got to put. You wanted the Graph Digger's Cage, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Graph Digger's Cage is real good right now. Also, did you say you're on Curse Totem?
Yes. Ooh. I love that card.
Cal, how do you feel about Curse Totem?
I had such a love-hate relationship with that card. Holy moly.
You were a nasty Nagila player.
Well, pretty much every single CEDH deck I've played in earnest just automatically loses to Curse Totem. It's insane. Nagila's a little bit better since you can just do like the normal Breach You or Thassa's Oracle or whatever. But man, no more Nagila wins. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah, I think if you have a deck you feel that can support that card, find a way. Because it's like so game breaking, and if you play it, most players are gonna kind of fight for it. Like there's a weird thing about stacks sometimes. Certain people there's certain stacks pieces that people there's a say at the table or something. You become people talk about hating stacks. Sometimes you can become the stacks hero. Where you're you got the Graph Digger's Cage and there's a Canyon player out and the whole table is just breathes this collective sigh of relief,
Definitely. Panther, Sounds by Moon, Jet. Welcome in, everyone. Yo,
Sounds by Moon, what's going on, Calvin? Good to see you, man.
Tim, I had a question for you.
Let it rip. I'm good listening when I'm drunk.
How good is Rev Tithe Extractor? I haven't been able to play with her yet.
Okay. I only have anecdotal. I pulled one. I really wanted to just I don't know what deck I wanted to try it out in. I thought it was just a cool card. I pulled one in a pack, and I was super excited because they're impossible to find for under $50 at the time or something. Maybe they're still $40 or something. Maybe they're not. They were, but we were getting ready for the big ZD Open. Shout out to everyone who came through for that. That was such a blast. And now definitely the first of many. We're to do some more tournaments. So we I had my friend was gonna play Zur. And then just the day before the tournament, he was nah, actually, F it. I'm gonna play Tivit. Tivit's cooler. I'm gonna play Tivit. And everybody's I don't really have a Tivit list. So we updated my Tivit list, and we were putting the cards together the night before. This is a shout out to Dev. And we were putting the deck together, and I had Rev just in just a deck box because I just pulled it and I hadn't put it in my collection or anything. He was whoa, is this card any good? And I was I'm it seems good. I've never played it. And he was like, what about this in Tivit? He's like, it just makes so many, treasures. Like maybe you could just like manually store them off. And I was like, yeah, that'd be sick. I don't know. You could try it out. And it won him 2 games and he made the finals. Like,
dang.
That like squarely in his top 16 game, like he won because of Rev. Because like he was able to like generate so many just by tacking out with like Archivist of Ogma and like I don't know if we were on Dranith or Dothy in that deck, but whatever, he was able to like generate so much value just by power with the Archivist. So it was really cool to see it kind of do its thing with Rev, yeah, because he was able to like time sieve manually, without and then kind of power into Tivit. So that sounds like it sounds pretty cool to me. So that was the anecdotal, is that it was like super powerful, and it was so powerful that like he like went out and bought one like on the spot.
Okay, I'm excited.
You said you got one, but you haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I was able to win a tournament, and I got a jumpstart box out of it, and I pulled a Rev.
Nice. Excellent. Anything else cool in that box?
Honestly, no. I think I got a Shrufus, and that was about it.
Oh, Shrufus. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Don't tell John loves.
I was going to say, I hope John isn't in the chat tonight.
John loves Shrufus. Actually, after this episode, I'm going to go hop on and play with John. Action Pack night. I know.
That's a late night.
Late night for me, but I live for this stuff. This is fun. Big part of Tivit is like his like this crown he wears. It's crazy. It's like the craziest thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a question from chat.
Yeah, what's up? I got an answer.
Critical EDH. So I've seen you mimic the art style of The Simpsons and others. What other styles have you tried? Is something like the art style of Don possible?
What's Don?
Oh, brother.
It
is an anime, and it's that just had its first season, and it's extremely popular.
Isn't it cool?
It's pretty cool.
I would love to do the things and styles of other shows.
The opener, like the I'll send you the opening when we're done tonight. It's awesome. The opener is awesome.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah,
sick.
I'm open to anything. I just like riffing off of like cultural things. Like this is no particular Simpsons character, but it's just like you drew the left half of the face, and I was like, oh, that's a Simpsons character. Right. Totally.
Even though it's not a specific one, it's just it's recognizable cultural artifact.
Yeah. I love the earring.
What's up?
I love the earring.
Oh yeah, you gotta give him like the earring and like some chains. Like he's definitely got to go on. He's got his like his mantle, but he's also got like his scarf. He's got a lot of drip, man.
Thank you, Demetrius Clark, for 5 more gifted subs.
Oh, Demetrius, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. It's so good to have everyone from the Patreon hanging out. I want to make this a thing. Just like, I'd rather do it this way because, granted, I love sometimes just like, being alone and like working on a project. But I also really appreciate like having a back and forth and a dialogue, and this makes it so much easier than like doing this via email or something. Or we can like respond like live and figure out exactly what people want to do, and it's just fun for me, and hopefully it's fun for all of you at home watching because I love doing that. Oh, it's part of the show where my cat shows up and tries to like sabotage.
Oh yeah.
That's a regular part of the stream. You haven't figured it out yet. My cat will try to fuck
I've
things
seen
up.
your cat.
Oh yeah,
cross over once or twice.
Yep.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
I was gonna say she's already been in here sometime tonight.
Oh yeah, I got to pause for a new segment of the show. My favorite meme of the day. This is my favorite meme of the day. This is just someone just posted this picture on the website on the Reddit called Miller High Life Lovers.
Wait, I gotta get in there.
You gotta get in there. Miller High Life Lovers.
I can't see what's going on in this photo.
Hold on. Don't worry, I'm gonna lower the color on it. brightness. Is it showing up yet?
Is it a guy just hanging out with his cat?
Yep.
I can't read the caption.
It says, my two best friends in the world. And it's just this guy in like a camo chair with like his cat. And then like a can of like Miller High Life.
Guy knows what's up.
This guy knows what's up. And I feel like that's my goal. I definitely have that relationship with my cat, dude. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Chip. Anyone in chat got a cute cat? We love cute cats, bro.
Vinny, do you get to have any pets?
Yeah.
Sadly, no.
Somehow I figured that was the case. Oh, you're also so it's not even like your work and living situation. You're just allergic to all of them. That's sad.
Basically, yeah.
Oh.
Dude, it's a rough life. My one of my best friends growing up was like allergic. Could never have them, his mom wouldn't. But he loved animals almost more than the rest of us because he couldn't have them, He would like come over to our house and like play with our dog and cat. Our dog, and he would just like get crazy asthma attacks and like his mom would like yell at his ass and stuff. But like he couldn't stop, dude. He just loved animals, Can't blame him. So now I'm just gonna add these kind of like these like scales or whatever they are. He has this, have you ever looked at the Tivit card, guys? It's crazy. His regalia. He has like this helmet, and there's like all this like there's like pieces of the helmet all over the place. It's one of the craziest things I've imagined.
I'm sorry, I sent a picture that reminded me of Cal.
Yeah, you were right. Genuinely in awe of your beauty. On the boom meter, I'm going to give you 5 big boom.
Boom. Boom.
Tim, that was the least enthused booming I've heard in my life.
Boom. 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 Too early in the stream for the booms, guys. You gotta save them for demon hours. No, I'm kidding.
Chart Spark says, hell yeah, I love showing up just in time for the big booms.
Yeah, the big booms. This is actually going to turn into like a Costco stream. That's our new thing.
All right, moving through chat a little bit. Panther's asking, they're a little out of the loop regarding CDH. Can we recommend a starting point? Vinny, can you recommend a CDH starting point?
As in deck-wise?
Yeah. I mean, do you think Tivit is a pretty good starter deck? Is that...
Honestly, yeah.
I do too, yeah.
He is my first CDH deck, so I've only been playing CDH for about a year. And I picked him up in October of last year, and I started actually having the full 100 in like December. And I just been in love with Tivit ever since.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Just Tivit time Steve.
Yeah. How good could it be? How bad could it be? Rather.
How bad?
Not
being
at
a
all.
control player. Yeah.
And I'm gonna spit in the wind, but like I just don't see any collector Oofs. In a weird way,
People played Collector Oof when like when they really had to worry both about Tivit and Malcolm decks, and now like Malcolm decks have evaporated, and I haven't seen Collector Oof ever since.
Yeah, I haven't either. I really haven't.
Well, I mean, Vinny, how often do you run into a Collector Oof? Obviously, because you're a Tivit player, it's going to be every game, right?
Honestly, no.
Okay, there we go.
It used to be Karn when Nadu was around.
Sure, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I probably see more Karns than Oofs these days. But the cool part of Tivit is that even if they got like a Dranith or something, you're like, okay, I'm just playing a bunch of really good. I'm just playing like Smothering Tide and like a bunch of badass cards. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Touch the Spirit Realm.
Oh yeah.
I think my funniest interaction with that card is I touch the Spirit Realm, someone's Kinnan, And they're like, yeah, it goes to exile. And then I flash in a containment priest.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're like
They were
containment
out.
priest? That's sick.
Well, Kinnan is very popular here in North Dakota, so
sure.
I felt it was necessary to run it.
Oh, that card is excellent against. Yeah, I don't think that card is an excellent card. I remember when, it's funny. A similar deck kind of precipitated the initial kind of uptick of that card when Bosch and Roll started playing it.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing it because of what's her name, Winota.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense because Winota was very popular right then, as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we've got a little more in chat here. Check this out.
Yeah, what's up?
Critical EDH. Oh, I can answer this question for you. It's not even a question. It's more of a statement. Man, I would kill for some playmats that aren't commander focused, maybe archetypes. I can imagine Underworld Breach would be a killer one, for example. I know that's something that Tim wants to start to do a little more of.
I definitely want to do legacy archetypes.
Tim doing art for the sake of adding new stuff right now is a little on the back burner because there's so much other stuff to be done. But we'll see.
We'll see. I really want to get through this Kickstarter, and then I'm gonna.
Yeah, we're off to the races.
Yeah, filling those. But that's MO, and the big thing I was working on. Sorry if I've been backlogged, everybody. Getting the playmat for Chicago and all my artwork for Chicago was really important because it's time sensitive, and I really want to make sure that I've really got something. I really wanted to make sure I had something good for Chicago because it's just a big event. It's a good chance to really put out my best work. So I really went all out on that Chicago design. It might look kind of simple at first glance, or maybe it doesn't, but if you get a chance to really look into it, kind of riffed off the composition of Stasis, the card Stasis, which is just a really cool and strange, iconic old Magic card. And then it was just super fun to kind of riff off of that and produce something cool. And then, with some contemporary cards mixed in, but also just like Chicago lore. It was really fun to do.
We've got a Twitch user Lil Jimmy Hat asks who we got hanging today. Lil Jimmy, we've got Vinny hanging today. This is Vinny's playmat currently in progress.
Woo woo.
Let's go. Vinny, top tier Gold Saber supporter / collector.
One of the finest.
Thank you.
Make Tivit carry Grafdigger's Cage, obviously.
Oh yeah, we should put Grafdigger's Cage. You're gonna have the cage. We'll put the cage right here. What kind of cage should it be, though? A Grafdigger.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like a normal dog cage, but inside is dockside. That'd be pretty funny.
In the cage?
Yeah, because the name of my deck is That Little Goblin Can't Stop Me Now.
Done.
That's funny.
The Grafdigger's Cage. Oh, yeah. Dude. All right, we'll put that right here. Cage is going right here.
Cage, but it has dockside in it. That's so funny.
Okay, so the cage will be right here. Put dockside in it. Excellent. All right, we can do this. What you listen to, Cal?
I was going to say, I got to stop listening to music that makes me dude along.
You can do along. What is it?
I'm listening to Between the Buried and Me.
Who's that?
They are a progressive metal band. There's a bunch of old guys now. That's one of the weird things I'm slowly learning about aging. I say as a man of very advanced age. It turns out all the music I like, all the people who make it get old.
Oh yeah.
Because like, you know, when I started liking them, they were all like maybe in their late 20s or whatever at the earliest. And I started, you know, listening to a lot of the things that I listened to like 15 years ago. And so, you know, you take like late 20s and you add on 15 and suddenly
you got a bunch of old.
Yeah, suddenly 40, low 40s, you know, practically fading, practically crumbling.
Yeah, that is ancient, man.
You know, when you hit 40, a big sign flashes over your head that says no tour.
No tour.
No more touring.
So, dude, big four. I'm almost 40. I'm looking forward to it, man.
The big 4-0.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be sweet. I'll feel. So we'll put the dockside in here. So we gotta. Let's see.
I'm gonna be 27 this month.
Hey. I'm going to be 28 this month.
Are you really?
Yeah, I am.
January, baby.
Look at us. January twinning. Yeah, I'm going to be 28. Exciting times. Like I said, practically in the 1 foot in the grave already. 28.
28.
So, Vinny, that means you have like, 15 more years before they let you go?
For the military?
Yeah.
I joined at 20, so I have 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. It's quite
My
a
dad
time.
says probably die, honestly. It's funny to think, you know, he was 38 when he retired.
Yeah. Damn, I should have joined the military.
It's not too late.
They won't take me.
Oh, yeah, because you're high, right?
I am egregiously visually disabled.
Cal has one eye.
I have one eye. They might take me. I don't know. Maybe not.
Don't think they would take you in the Air Force, though.
I know they won't draft me. Granted, I'm no longer draftable. I'm almost no longer draftable. Or is it 26? I don't remember.
Not sure.
I thought it was later.
It might be later. I think, or maybe you have to be signed up for selective service by 26 or something.
Oh.
I don't
25, 18 to 25.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm way out of the woods. Look at us. Now I can't even be drafted.
Not even drafted for a fantasy football team.
True.
Not even. Dude, drawing dockside in the cage, they said it couldn't be done. So look at us now.
Gabe says, I just turned 24. I feel so young. You know, you are so young. Vinny and I are still young. 27, 28, youngs.
Military wise, I'm like 32.
Yeah. Yeah. Military wise, you're 40.
Yeah, my body hurts.
They running you ragged out there?
Oh, for sure.
Of course.
Not so much this past year or two, but beforehand, absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So where have you been stationed?
I am in Minot, North Dakota.
But where have you been? Where else have you been?
Still the same. I've been here
really?
I've been here 6 years.
Oh,
Cool.
very
And
cool.
tell me about the CDHC in North Dakota.
It's very small. I mean, I just got my friend who was kind of just outgrowing his playgroup into it. And I can start from when I started. Basically, it was like an arms race. I guess that's usually how everyone gets in the CDH. Like your playgroup. Your playgroup is just like casual, and then it's like, oh, I bought a demonic tutor. Oh, I bought a force will. And I started going to my LGS every Wednesday night, and I looked at their calendar, and they started having CDH. And probably the only one I've heard of that's being done right now in North Dakota. And it used to be 20 people, 25 for the event, but post-ban, I think I saw 12, I think, the last one. So, I don't know, maybe it was just everyone scared that their deck isn't going to work, but hopefully it goes back up to those numbers.
Yeah, I know. I do think the bans, it really did have a negative effect. I think people were kind of bummed out about it. The bans affected things. I mean, I definitely think, but that's why I maybe that kind of inspired me to like even go harder and like doing stuff for the CH community, because I was like, I really just want to do my part, like as a member of the CDH guy, to like, you know, put the format, keep it fresh, keep it exciting, brew some stuff, keep people interested, make cool art, try my best to like keep the hype up. And I gotta say, like, amongst our community, like our Patreon and like the people we interact with, the vibe's been good. And I hopefully, I just want to do my part to like make sure that starts translating to like the local levels and like small tournaments. This next year I want to really expand my ability to like go out to tournaments and see people, and just help the format grow. That's what I really want to do this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I really do. I want to get Cal to start playing CDH again. Cal's on like a CDH hiatus.
It's true. I'm an old man. I'm a CDH old man. That's where I'm an old man. Holy moly.
Yeah, you were like really in it early on.
I've been playing CDH since about 2015.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yep.
Isn't that wild, Vinny?
It's kind of wild.
I wish I got it early.
I think it's gotten better in some ways too, though.
Okay,
I hear a lot of the old. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just keep going. I was going to completely.
I hear a lot
topics.
of. Oh, sorry.
So you can go ahead.
Okay. I heard a lot of the old guys, like when I first got into it, they just talked about like Paradox Engine.
Oh yeah,
that's like in the Flash days. Like I just see those cards, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yep, the old days.
I think the cool part about CDH, as opposed to any other format, is like, remember the first time I played against someone had like an Arkham Dagsson Paradox Engine deck, you know, and I played against it, and they just like popped off and did their thing, and like it was different than like in 60 card, like someone's like pummeling you in some combo, you kind of might get butthurt, but in CDH I was like, oh man, that was just so cool. Like I just like genuinely felt like joy in like watching someone else like pop off in a cool way, you know. And that's one thing I do like about CDH, is that like you just like watch. It's fun to watch people do cool shit.
Definitely. All right, chat. Quick hits from chat. We've got some stuff to catch up on.
Yeah, hit me up. What's going on?
All right. Here was one that caught my eye. I'm scrolling up. Critical EDH asks, what's the top to bottom time from sketch to playmat being printed?
Oh, the print is quick now. I work with gamer mats pretty closely, so we can do it pretty quick.
And a lot of times these days with like the sketch itself, it's, unless you're doing a pretty big project, it's often like a one night sit down for you, right?
This will be, like this mat for Vinny will be done tonight.
Tonight.
It's going to be done on stream.
Tonight. Let's see. I had another thing in here. Jet Addiction. How do you decide the scene or what position, etc. the commander should be in? My commander I want a mat of is so simple.
Oh, well, Well, a couple things coming to mind. I just think that like with Tivit, I've done some other poses of Tivit. I did one of like the sticker of Tivit where I kind of focus on like Tivit's like head and the wings. But I also like really like the composition of Tivit. It's such a funny composition. And again, we don't have to get all the details, but it's nice to get like the main scene here, and then we're going to finish this on the iPad kind of easily, and then we'll kind of include the other elements we want. We know that it has the orbs, which are kind of an integral part to the composition for Mr. Tiv here. But yeah, it depends. Sometimes I like with the Corval mat, we did like a riff off of like the
Juzan Jim?
Yeah, Juzan Dijin, yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's fun to like riff off of old cards and stuff like that. So like I think we should put we gotta put Time Civ on here because it's just so important. Like he is the Time Civ deck. So that has to happen. And like, but when you look at the art for like Time Civ, you're like, what the hell is it? You know,
what's going on here?
What's going on here? So I think of like a Civ, I think of like almost like a mesh colander like thing. And then like for a time, we're like, usually represent that with like a clock. So I have like different like cartoon ways I like to like draw a clock. I'm gonna put a clock right here. And he makes clues. That's another thing we know about him. He makes treasures. And we're going to put treasures in here for sure because, he does... he does play Smothering Tithe. You're on Smothering Tithe, right, Vinny?
Yes, sir.
Dude, I love that card. Any Smothering Tithe appreciators in chat? Anyone else love the feeling of casting Smothering Tithe?
No.
Well, because you never play white decks.
Let's see. That's true, I don't.
You play Rakdos, you play Teamer.
I should play it. I should play Tivit sometime.
It's fun. Yeah, so for those who say new deck, I think Tivit is an awesome new deck. I think Atrax is fun too. That's your other deck, right, Vinny?
Yeah. Speaking of Atraxa, I had an idea in my head for her if you ever do her.
Yeah, we need to do it. I have not done an Atraxa mat yet.
I was thinking like her having a grill, like a 0.5 view with her with the grill and a big Flava Flav like chain that said food chain on it. I don't know why, but that's always been my idea for her.
Oh, awesome. Dude, I love that. I've never really thought of a good way to draw food chain, too. It's funny, I had to do a drawing with like food chain on a Magic card, and like I didn't even know what to draw for food chain. I didn't even think to make like a chain like that. I didn't even know what to draw. Sometimes that's the tricky part about when you're drawing these is like certain cards are really representational, but let's say like a key card in a deck is like days. Like how do you or like say a key card is like even intuition. Like we might have to like write intuition on here, but like it doesn't really evoke anything visual in the same way like Dockside does, or like a Graph Digger's Cage. You know. This is going to be...
Thank you for the follow, Magma the Lionhearted. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the follow. How many subscribers do we have?
We have 11 subscribers.
That's awesome.
It's pretty hype. 171 followers. We take that. Poggers.
171? Awesome.
Let's see. There was one more question in here that I wanted to ask you. Does Saber ever go to any of the Manifold events in Wisconsin?
I want to more than anything. Gabe, I would love to. I'm a really big fan of Adam. He's a friend of mine. I love that shop. I've done a lot of artwork for them. And a lot of my patrons go to that shop. So I'd like to get to their one in March if I can. I definitely want to go to one of their events because I really love what that shop is doing. I think that's one of the shops. To answer your question earlier, or your concern, Vinny, of like a place I feel like really keeping TDH alive and fresh. Definitely that shop is awesome.
Okay.
That is just like a big, awesome shop.
How do you guys plan for like tournaments out of state? Like, I haven't been able to think of a way for it to go. Like,
I've been kidnapped. That's the first thing. You get a letter that no, I'm just kidding. No, I just like pull the trigger. I just got to make it happen. I just think first thing I do is like buy the plane ticket, and it makes me do it. Because otherwise, it's easy to like back out if you don't have a plane ticket. I mean, that's just my own personal thing. I don't know, but I make it happen. It's fun. I mean, these big out of state tournaments have always been a lot of fun for me. It's where I got to hang out with Cal last time. You know, we got to.
It's true.
Play some Magic, eat some Korean corn dogs.
It's true, and we're gonna run it all back.
We're gonna run it all back. I'm gonna take Cal's coming to New York. I'm gonna take him to all my favorite pizzerias.
Perfect. I love pizza. It's one thing about me. Oh man, we've just got a list of people asking if Tim is gonna be at different events.
Well, hey, throw them out there.
Saber going to be in New Bedford?
Yes, New Bedford. I am already there, and Cal will be there too.
Cal will be at New Bedford. Look out! I'll be there. Will I be playing? No. Cal at a CDH event? Yes. Playing? What do you fucking think?
Hey, we can dream, right?
Gabe, you're from Grand Rapids. That's so sick. That's where I lived for a good long time. Shout out to when the gaming warehouse was cool. Another question, Critical EDH. Can we get you to come out for Snowy Summit 2 in February? I believe that's in Denver. Is that correct, Critical EDH?
What's the date?
What is the date? It's in February. I don't see a date. I'm sure they'll drop it in the. I'm sure they'll drop it in. This little Jimmy character is way too active in the chat. I might have to time him out.
We love little Jimmy. Can we dox little Jimmy and tell him what it is?
Can we dox little Jimmy hat?
Can I dox little Jimmy? Because I know who it is.
Time me out. See what happens. Oh, no. Okay. Critical EDHR in Denver. Up here's the top deck link. February 1st, 11 a.m.
Or maybe February 1st.
Maybe.
That could be awesome.
Lil Jimmy Hat proclaims that if I time them out, they'll complain to my wife.
This is how we find out the Little Jimmy Hat is Cal's brother.
I would be amazed if either of my brothers were in this Twitch chat.
Yeah, how many brothers you got?
I have two younger brothers.
What are their names?
Christian and Keegan.
Keegan.
Yes, indeed.
Nice. Do they play Magic?
They do not. No interest whatsoever. Not even a shred.
Not even a shred of interest?
Not even a shred. I've tried, and they're like, no. They just don't like gaming much in general. Like, they're both like very casual, occasional like video gamers, and I can occasionally convince them to play like an entry-level board game or like some kind of simple card game. But it's just not their speed.
It's not for everybody.
Yep. It's just not for them. Yeah, Gabe says that to get into an event takes a lot of planning, finding an Airbnb or hotel or whatever. Packing a bunch of people into an Airbnb can be fun if you have friends who do stuff. That's a lot of fun, but it's not that's not even something I get to do much anymore.
Married man.
Jet Addiction says, can't wait to see you both. I'll be there as well. Grab the playmat. Also need the Red the Hometown. Hell yeah. See you there.
Oh yeah. That's good. The New Bedford one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm looking. New Bedford, Chicago are the big ones coming up. What else? Definitely. This weekend, I'm going to head to one in PA. One of our patrons, Gregory Lopez, invited me to his LGS. Said they were having a Win a Volk tournament, and I said I'd come through. And that's the truth. Like, sometimes the patrons hit me up. Patron Rami let me know there was a tournament in upstate New York in Croton. There was a Win a Dual Land tournament, and I went. And I won a Tega. It was cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. It was really fun. They had free bagels. I think it's like, I think just like, I don't know, just going to tournaments, people are rightly impressed with, like, the work that, like, Ian does. But what Ian does is, like, he puts in the hours. Like, he plays the tournaments. He goes to the tournaments. He travels. It takes some effort and planning, but I do think that there's better EV in this than, like, other stuff, You go to, especially compared to, like, modern and legacy events, there's just not. CDH has got more to offer in terms of prize support sometimes. A lot of times, actually. So that's looking pretty good. I think we're almost ready for the next phase. We're just about, are we an hour in or a little over? Cool.
We're not even an hour in.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so I think we're ready for, like, the next phase. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this to the render it so we can work on it on the iPad, and that's the next stage. We'll kind of color it.
Very nice.
But it's like the sketch, and then we could add maybe how much time will it be to an hour? I could add some. It might be easier to add me some texture now. What time we got on terms of how are we doing? 7. I think I'll add some of the texture now. So I'll do, like, Cal, give me like a 10-minute timer, and we'll start. I'll do some of this texture now, and then we'll start coloring this in, and we'll kind of block in the major colors on the.
All right. 10-minute timer now started. Critical EDH did say that, well, you've got to play to stay if you want to go. The Denver scene is cracked and 100% slept on.
Oh, I really appreciate it. I love Denver, and I love Colorado. I love the Rocky Mountains. So I love being out there. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I really do like I lived out west. I'm an East Coast guy, but man, I really just absolutely love the Mountain West. I lived in Montana and Arizona for a while, and some of the best experiences of my life. Totally unique. I also love living in. I love the Midwest too. I love living in Iowa. Iowa was cool. I wonder if there's a good CDHC in Iowa. Anyone know?
I don't know. Does anyone know? Hello? Anyone?
Anyone know if there's CDH in Iowa? I hope so. Iowa's a cool place. Speaking of slept on. So where did you live before North Dakota, Vinny?
I lived in Guam.
Oh, before you were in Guam. Oh, awesome. Yeah. My dad was right, man. I gotta give it to the old guy. He loves Guam. My dad actually just recently, I'm not kidding, he's 76, maybe like 10 years ago, he finally gave up his Guamanian driver's license. He would, like, all he had to do was just, like, he would renew it through the mail. My dad had, like, a Guamanian driver's license this whole time.
We have a nice driver's license, I'll admit that.
Yeah, he loved it. Yeah, he was like, I'm never getting it. Forget about it. He loved it there. That's cool. That's awesome. He was right, though. Yeah, he was like, I bet he's from Guam. Let's see.
What doesn't the old man know? Let's be for real.
He knows how to watch Law and Order. He knows how to make red sauce. He knows how to listen to Annie Lennox and hang out with Kev. Old man Toronto, he's an eclectic guy.
He can do it all. Vinny, what do you do in your free time?
When it's warm, I make rugs.
Whoa, okay. Tell me more.
Whoa, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's called tufting. It's kind of what Tim is doing, but in a smaller scale. Right now it's mostly my friends. They would come to me with an idea, and basically we rip a picture off the internet. I throw it on a projector and trace it, and I make it come to life.
Dude, that's super sick. Dude, I gotta let my wife know that. She knows about tufting, and she's into textiles and stuff. I'll let her know. That's so cool. How'd you get into that?
I saw it a lot on the internet, and I was very interested in doing it myself and just doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I bought the pieces. There was a sale on Amazon and built my own setup and just started going.
Nice. That's so sick. How long you been doing it?
2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
That's sick. You got any hobbies, Cal, besides video games, eating corn dogs?
Me? It's video. Yeah. My video game collecting. That's about what I've got.
Well, why collecting video games? What got you into that aspect of it?
The collecting side of it?
Like in the era of emulator, what is the appeal to collecting video games?
So
I agree. It's kind of a straw man argument, but I'm just curious.
I think so. Vinny may also relate to this since we're right around the same age. I feel like I'm in a fascinating exact kind of like age where when I grew up, we still kind of lived in what felt like a relatively analog world. Like, maybe you could have cable. We didn't. I had dial-up internet out in rural middle of nowhere. But the internet was way less than what it is now, back in like 2004 or 5, 6, 7, right? And, if you wanted to play a video game, you had to go and get a video game. That didn't really change unless you were playing on the PC and stuff, but even Steam still kind of sucked for a very long time. Anyways, but like suddenly everything changed when I like turned like 14 or 15 or whatever, and suddenly everything was digital storefronts. You started streaming music rather than buying MP3s, and I was also cognizant and alive and active during like even the swap from the default of buying CDs to the default of buying albums on iTunes or whatever.
God.
And then the change from that to streaming. So like my entire conscious life has been like watching things go from things that you can physically own and like buy one time and use to being all digitally stored, subscriptions, all that kind of stuff. And so I think at some level collecting a lot of physical media is a reaction to that. Like I would like to have more CDs than I have, but I became 20 at the time when vinyls became popular again. So I have like a pretty big record collection, and I've got the video game collection and that kind of stuff. So I think the act of owning physical things that are like mine and I am responsible for them or whatever, it's not like a thing I download or whatever. And if Steam wanted to, they could revoke my access to at any time or what have you. I think that's a big part of it. But also I like having a lot of things and then looking at them and going, hell yeah.
Well, that's a pretty radical. That's a great answer. That's really kind of, it's really thoughtful answer. It makes sense. That makes total sense to me.
And
someone would do that.
I think also at the end of the day, like the thrill of the hunt is like a really big part of it too. If I want to play such and such a video game, whether it be new or old, I can just download it off the internet and play it immediately. But a lot of these things, if I want to own them for a reasonable price or whatever, I gotta hunt down a deal or find it locally and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's
part of it.
Yeah, but
it makes sense. Well, that's funny. That's a good answer.
Thank you.
Good answer. Yeah, makes total sense. I had a friend once explain to me early on, R.I.P., my buddy Jeff, he was a really brilliant musician and a scientist, and I remember saying like, why do people like, this is back, in the day when digital music was, MP3s were kind of new, and I said to him, why are people like such vinyl snobs? You know, when I was growing up, like I'm a little older, like a millennial, and people got really into vinyl, and I thought it was just like they were just being like hipsters or just trying to be sentimental for kind of dead media, you know, like I definitely like there was like everyone knew like video stores were going, but there was something really cool about being in a grungy college town and going to a video store, you know. But I remember saying, like, why do people care about vinyl so much? There's still lots of record stores in Brooklyn and Chicago, and places where I was hanging out, Ithaca, New York. And he worked in the record store, and he's like, well, the difference is that no matter a digital song, a digital recording, right, if you look at the sound wave, it's actually a snapshot of the sound wave that creates an animation. So you have, if this is a wave of sound, you have a little picture taken at each point along the sound wave, and that makes a high quality MP3. You can have a super high quality recording. But he's like, but the truth is, like when you have a vinyl recording, it's a literal trace of the sound into wax. So it has a greater fidelity to the sound of the instrument than the recording. Like, because one will always be an animation or a snapshot or an approximation, and one you are still interacting with the actual sound wave. And that was like the coolest explanation I'd ever gotten, and it always kind of stuck with me. And I was like, oh wow,
that's kind of neat.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So
what are we doing on time?
So now, Vinny, you got to collect GameCube games. That's the kicker. Everyone who comes on,
I do.
Everyone who asks, you do?
Kinda. I mean, I try and get the ones that I've lost over time. The one I am hunting down right now is Batman: Rise of Sin-Tzu.
Okay.
I loved that game as a kid.
I'll have to get my paws on it. I love playing any video game that someone recommends to me.
What's your favorite GameCube games? Top 3.
That's your 10 minutes, Tim. Top 3?
Yeah.
That is your 10 minutes, Tim. Stop the shading. Stop the count. Let me turn around and look.
I'm gonna write Gravedigger's Cage and then I'm done.
So I think my number one game is definitely Chibi Robo Plug Into Adventure. Which is it's just a silly little game where you control a silly little robot that helps clean a house. You're a tiny little robot, but you get thrown into a house. You have to the main core of the game is cleaning up the house, but you get to know all the members of the family in the house and discover their story. They have a lot of problems, and you help them out with all of that. It's just a really fun little cute game. It commercially flopped, and now my copy of it is worth $300 because after the fact it rightfully gained the notoriety it was due. So very lucky that I got that for Christmas as a kid.
Oh, you got it as a kid?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Number 2 is probably Super Mario Strikers. It's the Mario soccer game.
Yeah.
The Mario football game for the GameCube. I just love that game a lot. It's a ton of fun, especially with 4 people playing locally. And then let's see, number 3. Number 3 is probably good old Mario Kart Double Dash.
The old Double Dash.
Double Dash. Played some of that recently.
What was that game?
Oh, it's just a Mario Kart game.
Double Dash?
Yeah. It's the Mario Kart game from the GameCube.
What year did GameCube come out?
2001?
Yeah, 2001.
And why is that one held up in terms of dead consoles? Why do people like that one so much?
Well, I have a feeling that right now it just has maybe an outsized amount of popularity because the people who were kids when the GameCube was the Nintendo console of the time are currently 25 through 30. You know?
Yeah.
But I think it has picked up a lot of popularity that it didn't have originally because a lot of people have realized that it kind of didn't get a fair shake. It got released as a fairly kid-friendly console into the gamer environment of like guns good, rated M shooter games, automatically super cool. Anything else is for children and babies.
Interesting.
Which Nintendo is not really about. So,
Right.
but that's
It's
just
always more Nintendo than I always thought. No offense, people, but I thought Nintendo was cool. I thought PlayStation was dumb. When I was a kid, sorry, is that a controversial thing to say? Like,
not really
I'm Team
anymore.
Xbox.
Team Xbox, oh brother!
I'm Team Xbox.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
brother.
Hey, man. Growing up, I just remember PlayStation servers going down.
Oh yeah,
and
sure.
we had them in any way possible, and I will sit on that.
Yeah, that's a classic. Xbox Live was way better than PlayStation Network for a very long time. Way better. Sounds by Moon loves Star Fox the GameCube. Objectively correct. Critical EDH asks, is there a time limit for some reason new to watching the streams?
no, we're just fucking around.
No, there's not really a time limit, but sometimes Tim says, hey, only let me draw for 10 more minutes or else we'll be here until like 12:30 a.m.
I could do this forever.
Yep.
Kind of a psychopath.
GameCube only here, Mayor of Splitsville. Hell yeah. Well, Tim, if you want to know more about the background of the GameCube and the environment that it released into and its commercial failure and why that might be, I listened to this great podcast recently. It's called the Level Up Podcast.
Is that yours?
Yeah, it is.
Well, plug your podcast. Tell us about it.
Episode
Don't
one.
be shy.
The very first episode. Episode 1 is a high-level overview of the GameCube and why it did what it did, how it went, what me and my wonderful co-host Murph enjoy about it. Fine, I'll post it in chat.
Cool.
But there we go.
Thanks for doing that. You can always, dude. We're affiliated brands. You can always plug your shit.
Affiliated brands. Level Up now officially. Oh man, I had my eyebrow piercing when we started recording this show. Holy moly!
I won't tell my wife.
What a blast from the past.
What a blast from the past.
All right, Vinny.
So,
eyebrow piercing when?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I can have that in the military.
I would assume you can't. Can you have a mustache in the military?
Yes.
Okay.
not a beard though, right?
You can with a waiver or religion, with the waiver.
Like if you're a Sikh or something.
No. That makes sense. A waiver or religious exemption and related.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Interesting. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
What about your hair? Is it a similar situation?
Oh, this is a test on my knowledge on my. What is the bulk? It changes. I don't know if it's changed this year.
That makes sense.
But basically, just clean cut. Can't touch the collar.
Yep, that makes sense.
Nothing trendy.
Yep.
Like no mohawk.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And you can't dye it unless it's a natural hair color.
So yeah, you could like be brown and you could like dye it black or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Huh. The more you know. The more you know.
My dad was telling me that when he was in the Master Chiefs, you could have a beard only if you were like a chief or an officer. You had a beard. And then one year they changed it. And he had to like chop his beard off. It's just like new protocol, new rule.
When I first got in, you weren't allowed to have hands in your pockets.
Really?
Yeah, they changed that. I think my first year in.
No hands in the pockets. That's interesting.
Just professionalism.
Yeah. What color do you want to do for the background?
I think purple will do best.
I think it looks good, right?
Heck yeah.
Purple. Darker, lighter. Right? We can mess with it. And then Tivit, we know you got like that dark blue, so we'll kind of do a fill with dark blue. Yeah, blue. He's got Tivit's. Yeah, we'll do a fill of blue. And then we'll punch in all the highlights. And we'll add the gold. But we're gonna clean this in blue. How do we do the Glard mat? Similar way. Now that we're here too, we can bold up some of these lines. And I'm not being too precise. I just want to get the main shape of things in. Because if you look at the art on Tivit, it's kind of a dark scene, you know? But then we can use some like real bright colors and some gold to kind of punch things up.
I love the original one. I think that was the first one I bought from you.
Oh, really? Thanks. Yeah, I just that one sold out quick too. That was a cool one. That was the first one. The first one. That was an example of one that no one commissioned that I just really wanted to draw it because I like Tivit. I mean, in the beginning, I don't think anyone commissioned too many things. It was just me goofing off.
Yeah, just chilling.
Just chilling, drawing stuff I thought was cool. So I'm going to go to this layer here, and we can keep it black. We could also see what it looks like if we do this layer in like a dark blue. So it looks like it disappears. It really doesn't, because we could just do a dark blue. It looks good. Excellent. So we can do, and then we can add. So what I want to do now is just kind of establish like a value system for the drawing. Actually, this looks kind of washed out. I'm going to fix the colors so you guys can really see what I see. I can kind of see what's going on your end. If you guys allow me 1 second.
You got it.
Get the color right. Exposure. Yeah, that's actually closer to what I'm looking at. Sorry. So you guys can actually see it. Does it look like purple on blue now to you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Critical EDH says, I saw you were playing Gruul. Can I show you my creation? Fringe, but surprisingly fast and viable. I will link it to Tim.
Please do, because I'm getting my ass kicked on Gruul right now.
Yo, wait, Vinny. I just now saw the rugs. Those are so sick.
Right. Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, I think
I over to my phone. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. I just said I just saw the rugs because I just reopened Discord. Those are so sick.
Thank you.
I love the Cubone. That's really cute.
Oh, you did a Cubone rug?
Yeah.
Cubone. These are really cool Pokemon. I don't know shit about Pokemon except I think they're really cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of really cool designs. But Jesus and Brad Ulo, thank you so much for the follows. To go back to Sound by Moon's question, actually, I've never had a deck that's too strong for high power and not good in CEDH. But I did have a high power deck that was so annoying that I took it apart. And it also it probably was a little too strong for high power. It was my Yidris Karuga manual storm deck.
Oh, I've heard of this deck.
What?
I've heard of this deck.
Yeah, it was a storm deck where the conceit was that Karuga was the companion, so every single thing in the deck had to be 3 CMC or higher. And I wanted to see if I could make a storm deck with that high of a mana constraint work. And the answer was yes, it worked quite well. But it was just so annoying to play. And, it was one of those things where everyone would watch you do it once. They'd be like, wow, that's cool that worked. And then they never wanted to play against, they never wanted to watch me jerk off for 25 minutes ever again,
I think I think that's why I don't really like high power. I feel like high power is that.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, I think someone, I don't know if it was, I definitely didn't come up with this, but someone described high power as like a series of like Rube Goldberg machines, you know? Like everyone just like wants like make their thing, set up their engine, set up their experience, and if anyone does anything like casts a wrath or counters a spell, they're gonna get mad. They can't like do their super cool thing. So actually, I do have Kelvin. I do have a deck, Sounds by Moon. That I realized that is not a CDH deck. It's a high bar deck that I can't really play with my friends anymore that don't play CDH. And it's what's her name? Lae'zel, Master Chef. She's the background commander from Baldur's Gate. I have that. It's a green-white counters deck, and anytime like a new like counters matter card comes in, I just put it in. And Wizards has just made so many like just generically good like +1/+1 counters cards that the deck just stomps.
Yep.
And the last card I added to it that really just like pissed off my friends was that it's called like Power Fist. Do you guys know the card Power Fist?
No.
I do not.
Cal, could you please pull up Power Fist?
I'm pulling up Power Fist. Power Fist, 1 in a green artifact equipment from the Fallout set. Equipped creature has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it, and it costs 2 to equip.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. That's pretty gross.
Yeah. This card, okay, it is like if combat damage ever mattered in a meaningful way in CDH, this is like almost CDH. It's so stinking powerful because like it just doubles the counters on anything. Right? It's insane. It's so overpowered, and it doesn't really have a home, right? It's not powerful enough for CDH, and it just stomps. So in a casual setting. And then
Lae'zel herself, 2 in a white. If you would put 1 or more counters on a creature or planeswalker, or on yourself, put that many +1. Okay, yep, that makes sense. And then the Master Chef was 2 in a green. Commander creatures you own have this creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it, and other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah, so you're just kind of going absolutely crazy with the +1/+1 counters.
Yeah, you're just going. That's all it does. It's totally brain dead. And you play like Cathar's Crusade, like everyone like thinks you're the biggest jerk in the world.
Cathar's Crusade is an excellent example of a card that like is so egregiously strong, but I end up cutting it from every deck I've ever put in because it's so freakishly annoying to use.
Oh yeah, well you know the other card that's like another Cathar's Crusade. If you heard of the card, it's called like Starlight Spectacular or something. It's like see if you can find that card. It's from like the Unfinity set.
Oh yes, something. It's like a really
It does a similar thing where you just like you put a counter on everything, and then you put another counter on everything, and then you put another counter on everything, and another counter, and it's just like like someone once, I think it might have been Saffron Olive, who was talking about like when you're evaluating a card. He's like, when you're thinking about effect, think about sometimes how much mana you would pay for an effect. And like putting a 1/1 counter on a card is worth like what? A mana, half a mana. You know, when you think of it that way, then you think about how much value certain effects are giving you. Like how much is the scry worth? You know, like how much is X or Y worth? So that's like when I evaluate cards, I kind of think about, it's kind of an interesting little heuristic. But I think like we kind of undervalue sometimes certain effects like that. Like I was looking at spiciest deck I've seen in a long time. Somebody at the Big City Open, was playing, I already talked about this, the Tarmogoyf deck.
I saw that.
Did you see that, Vinny? Dude.
I did.
It was crazy. That was crazy, dude. That card is so crazy. Like the pre-con from MH3, Cal. Someone made a CDH deck with that.
Oh.
And it's not bad. And if you actually stop to read that card, that commander does a million things.
Yeah, it's super
like,
sick.
whenever you do combat damage, you make a Tarmogoyf, you're like, yeah, okay, you think that's nothing, but like in a grinding game, that's crazy. But not just that, it's like if a Tarmogoyf goes to the graveyard from anywhere, it goes to the battlefield. So you can like bury it alive and just like put in like a Pyrogoyf and just dome your opponent and kill him. You can do like some crazy stuff. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Maybe I should like let's see. Maybe I should like
what? Rethink your life choices.
I'm thinking about playing CEDH again, you know?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What deck are you thinking about?
Ninjila.
Nasty Nog. Are you gonna play please tell me you're playing the Minotaur.
I need to get my hands on a Minotaur.
If anyone chats a Minotaur, trade it to me and I'll give it to Cal. What is his name? It's got a cool name.
I don't remember.
Is it the Jumpstart one?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
The Cowards.
Yeah, it's like it makes guys into a bunch of cowards and stuff.
Cowards can block.
Yeah, what is it called? That card's cool.
Old War? No.
What's his name? Oh yeah, what is his name?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Gornog.
Yeah, Gornog.
Oh, Gornog.
Gornog.
Oh, Gornog.
The Red Reaper.
Great name.
Oh, definitely agree. Whoa.
Gornog.
We've got a channel points redemption. Tim yells boom.
Oh, really? Did someone redeem it?
Yeah, me.
Boom! 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 How was that?
Well, in my mind, it was only. In my mind, it was just one boom.
Too bad.
Gabe has redeemed. Tim yells boom.
Boom! Bada bing, bada boom! You could have redeemed me to say Italian curse words like oof maron. I'll say gabagool.
It's going.
Jet Addiction redeems. Tim yells boom.
Boom! 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 When did you make this a thing? Boom!
Like 2 minutes ago.
God bless you.
They found it immediately. Gabe said Costco guys ain't got nothing.
Dude, I got the name for the next tournament. Do you know what we're gonna call it?
5 big booms?
No, we're gonna call it the Galama Classic, dude. My favorite thing is Italians calling calamari Galama with like a G. Galama. Anyone ever had fried calamari before?
Yep.
Italian fried calamari. It's
Delicious.
not for everybody, but man, you like it? I love it.
I love seafood.
My wife hates fried calamari. She loves me, so she got that going for her. Dude, your hair looks cool. She got a rug? Tell us about your rug, Allison.
It's from Greek sheepskins.
Whoa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is he a seller of secrets or a teller of secrets?
Seller.
He will sell your secrets.
Thank
Rug
you.
photo bomb.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Greece.
That's such a
Take
nice
care
rug.
for your rug. Dude, that looks awesome. Hey, did you know Vinny makes rugs?
That's such a nice rug.
Vinny, what kind of rugs do you do? It's what's it called?
Tufting.
Tufting. I know tufting like in like couches and things. A tufted rug. Is that like what type of material is that?
Just plain old yarn you can get from like Hobby Lobby.
Cool. I want to see. Giving you pics.
I did send some.
Yeah, there's some in our little Discord chat if Tim can pull it up.
Oh,
Here now. Oh, shoot! I moved the camera. Sorry, guys.
Oh, now I can't see.
Wait, I'm back. Sorry, there was a Greek rug in the way. Al, you want to see it? Benny. Dude, look at that. He made that Snorlax glow. Dude, wait, did you do that car?
I did.
oh,
Dude, these are incredible. Dude, these are...
I'm open.
how are you doing this?
Simple process. I just build that canvas and I get a projector and I flip the image and then trace it with the Sharpie and then basically like color it in with the tufting gun.
A tufting gun?
So cool.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
I could do one for Tim. That'd be sick.
Dude, what
little
would train
collab.
you? No, we could do like one of the gold saber designs or something.
Is this on your gram?
Yes, it is.
Dude, this is so sick. Is it GameStopper? Is that your thing on there?
It's here. I could put it in chat.
Banging.
Okay, awesome. You're putting chat. Dude, yeah, people gotta follow you. This is sick, dude.
You guys are gonna see all my powerlifting videos.
You're what?
Powerlifting?
Gabe,
Oh, dude.
Gabe has noticed that I increased the points for a boom.
Where's Twitch?
I realized it was a little, maybe a little too cheap.
Yeah, he made the booms too cheap. So appreciate the value of the boom.
No, Cal, bring the points for a boom down.
I sent it.
Perfect.
That's my IG, right?
Time to watch some powerlifting videos.
Yeah. It's gonna be in my highlights in just under rugs.
Perfect.
Dude, that's so sick. And you just got
Thank
it
you.
because you saw it online and then you like started doing it?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so sick.
Yeah, it's a powerlifting video. Wait, Vinny's kind of huge?
A little bit.
Dude, yeah.
Wait, Vinny's...
Wait,
My shit being stupid. I refreshed it like at the wrong part and it like won't.
You drop it one more time.
Sorry, please.
For
It's
Mrs. Saber.
Vinnie, VINNIE _ 75 kg.
Yeah, man, I fear I'm obsessed with the Cubone.
The Cubone, dude. Cubone's a cool Pokemon because he's like, got that little, he's like, you know, he's got that helmet. That's the one thing I find weird about Pokemon is that like, what's the Pokemon that looks like a dumb looking dinosaur that has like and it has like a mollusk like clamped onto its tail.
Oh, Snore.
Dude, come on, man.
Slacking.
Slowking or Slacking, yeah, that one. So
Slowpoke.
Slowpoke, yeah. My
That
question
sounds
is,
correct.
how does every member of that species of dinosaur all have the same mollusk stuck to their tail?
You know, that's a great question.
Like, how does every cubone all have another dinosaur skull on their head? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, I choose not to question it. I just assume they kill their own mothers.
Oh. It's their mom's skull? That's wild.
Pause. Cal said, what? Gabe, what are you talking about? What did I say? I don't get it. Gabe says Vinny is... Oh, I said Vinny is huge. Yeah. It's true. One thing about Vinny is that Vinny lifts.
Yeah, well, the rest of you guys are just like over here, you know, riffle shuffling the 60 card deck. Vinny's over here smashing plays.
Woo woo.
Dude, Ranger has got to go.
That is so cool.
Allie's obsessed with you.
Ooh, your kid's adorable. Look at you and your cute little family.
Thank you.
And so cool the way that gun works. Wow.
Yeah, just honestly, just YouTube.
Artist highlight.
Dude. Yeah.
Vinny, man. Oh, so neat.
It's very messy. I will say that.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I think like lots of like fiber dust.
Yeah.
No, he's obsessed. I've been drawing so hard I didn't eat my dumplings, and he's just watching my dumplings and like, don't give them my dumplings.
No, give
My
me
dog-
give me the dumplings.
You gotta get some dumplings when you get here. We got a place we like to go to called it's called Mr. Noodle Mrs. Dumpling, and it is a really good place for like dim sum in Syracuse. Shout out to Syracuse Dim Sum. That place is awesome. Got the cage. There he is. Look at the little guy.
I love that.
Little bozo stuck in his cage. He's like, okay. That's your cage. Final obedience.
Al, did you say your third GameCube game?
Yeah, I said Double Dash
Oh,
yeah.
as number 3.
Hey, what was that? I gotta tell Allie. What was the name of the Al? Could you remember? What was the name of that game that you said you played? Where you're like a little robot who like helps people with their house
Chibi
chores?
Robo.
Tell Allie about it. You gotta run. Yeah.
Oh, Ellie's gonna run. Bye.
No, she's here.
Okay, bye, Ellie. No, Chibi Robo and Chibi Robo, you are a little tiny robot whose job is to clean up a house. But the people who have purchased you as are a relatively dysfunctional family with a whole lot of problems. So you're tasked with cleaning up the house and going about and cleaning up the spills and cleaning up all the cookie crumbs and all of that. But you also, throughout the course of the game, help heal the family.
Aw.
It's awesome.
You like clean it in like a ADHD respectful way. ADHD like respectful way.
Can you say that again?
Are you trying to tell me something in an ADHD respectful way?
I don't know what you mean.
Explain.
Huh? Oh, like, yeah, so for those of you without ADHD people in your life, like, a lot of times, you know, there's like a lot of, it looks like the kind of clutter and mess or like.
Some would call it clutter. But it's not. Yep.
And
I've heard.
I would call
and
it.
then yeah, but like the people who have ADHD, like they know what's in the pile. Like like my sister-in-law, she has like what's called like the doom room. And it's basically, it's basically like it's just a huge room of like just like old piles of stuff. And she knows where everything is in that room, you know. But like you can't just go in there and like move stuff around because it can really make people like trigger them to like basically have a panic attack. So anyway, I was just making it like
That's cool.
a joke. But
I hope the robot is.
But yeah, that's cool. You know, healing by cleaning.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What's it called?
Chibi Robo Plug-into Adventure. It could be yours for the low cost of like $280.
What platform is it?
The Nintendo GameCube.
Oh, a GameCube game. Oh,
Yep.
even more.
Yeah.
That's cool. Wow. Okay, so that's why it's 280 because it's
Yeah.
because you would never emulate.
It's a good GameCube game.
So
Allie's really into video games, actually. Cal has a video game podcast.
I'm really into video games, meaning the only console I've ever had is a Super Nintendo. but
I'm gonna toot her horn. She's like one that's really good. She's like freakishly good.
I was the best at Beethoven's Fifth. I was the best in my neighborhood.
Wow.
Beethoven the video game. Yep. There you go.
I remember
My
watching
wife.
that movie.
That's why I married her. Big reason why I married her was her skill at Beethoven the video game. So.
Wait, Vinny, what are your top 3 GameCube games?
Oh boy. I think my number one is gotta be SSX Tricky.
Banger.
Number 2 is probably Batman Rise of Sensu.
Okay.
And number 3 is Shrek 2, the video game.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
I loved those games as a kid. I just played SSX Tricky like yesterday, actually.
SSX Tricky rocks. I finally picked it up recently.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it, Vinny?
It is a racing snowboarding game that had It's Tricky by Run DMC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As their theme song, and like you would just do insane tricks once you got like a boost meter going, and it was just so fun. I think my favorite thing in the game was like shoving people down so you could get the boost meter automatically up and just going crazy doing cool tricks.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
Little things in life, shoving people down in the snowboarding game. I'm talking about getting ready. Love ya. The Sim keeps saying goodbye. She's going outside doing stuff. Now what I'm doing is I'm kind of adding some cool highlights and things, kind of filling out the cage, having a little fun. Got a little dude in here, little duder. After your cage, it's got our time sieve with the gold highlights.
I'm gonna step away for a second to feed my cats. They're fiending. I'll be right back.
15. Oh, no problem. And Vinny, we could do this in talk gear mats. We could do one of these in flocked. We could do one in regular too.
That sounds sick.
Yeah. Have you seen the flock mats yet?
Yeah. Which one was it? The Oktoberfest was flocked.
Oh, the Vegas one.
Yeah.
The Gioros, yeah, those are super cool. And then they're gonna be doing foil ones too.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Game Rats is awesome. They're doing like a metallic mat, foil mat, all sorts of stuff. They're just the best. Shout out to Ron at Gamer Mats. We love you guys. Pastime Games.
That looks sick.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, the gold is really good. We'll see where else we need some highlight. We'll fill them in as we go. Then we go into this layer. Definitely want to put some highlights, maybe from the. Oh yes, gauntlets. Some gold right here. And then for this layer.
You'll never guess this, but I'm back.
Dude, welcome back. Glad to have you back. You were missed.
Oh wait, someone had a question about the before we started all our booming. Someone had a question about the Chicago Playmat. Sorry, Brad. Hello. Sorry. I don't know if you're still in here, but can't wait for that Magic on Chicago mat. Do you know if they will come in both styles like Vegas?
Yeah. Almost positive they will. At least the ones that I will have some extra ones. We're gonna do like 3 color. We're gonna do the event. There'll be 2 color variants available, and then I will have like an exclusive one. I might have some at the event. I'll definitely cop like a 25 or so to throw up on Patreon first, my patrons, and then put them on Etsy for those who want them. Just because I want to make sure everybody who can't go to Chicago can still
gets their goodies.
Yeah, dude, it's a super. I'm really excited for this one. I'm super proud of how it turned out. So.
And I suppose that also pretty much answers the next question that someone had about the Chicago mats, Mr. Spruce Goose or Mrs. Spruce Goose. Who knows which of the two it is. Are the Chicago mats pre-order only, or will you have them at MagicCon?
It will be at MagicCon, and I will have a few to get out.
There you go.
To sell. Yeah, I will have those available. And then there'll be some at the Gamer Mats booth, and I think I'll work it out that I'll be at the Gamer Mats booth to sign mats for people who want them.
I'll be signing a mat. I hope people ask for my signature on their mat.
Oh, I bet they will. For their mat with their little service robot. That's what they really need.
And the next question we have is, will they have the stitched edging available?
Oh, always. On all mine. Do the stitching on all of them. We got to. Stitching looks so nice. Don't you, Allie? Do you like the stitch? Do you like the flock mats, Allie? She have headphones in. I think she does. I do, and I always want to do the stitch ones. I really don't. If I can help it, if it's a product that I'm selling, it will almost certainly be stitched and be like the thicker ones. I'm thinking about if there's any interest doing what do you call it? Custom like Goldsaber like the playmat tubes, like a larger tube that can fit these mats. Gamer Mats makes them. I was going to do an order of them and have them available for people. Want them.
I'm gonna need one.
Yeah, I'm gonna think I'm gonna order some. I'll come up with like a nice design. Maybe I'll put that little Rogue Rack Calvin on there or something.
That'd be cute.
Rogue Rack Calvin.
Allie, what's your favorite
button? Al? Your headphones on? I wonder what she says. She thinks she likes the Mothman one the best. That's what she has on her desk.
That was cute.
It is a cool one.
Ooh. Gabe has said that they would love for me to sign their mat. Thank you. Oh, they've been following me since playing with Power.
Dude, let's hear a shout out for the best member. It's definitely Cal. Let's hear it for Cal. Everyone's favorite member. Always liked Rashmi and all the weird decks. Shout out to our main man.
Big booms in the chat.
Can we get 5 big booms for Cal?
Can we get 5 big booms in the chat, please? For Rashmi?
No, for the best member of.
Oh, for the best playing. You know, I've.
Yeah, come on, say it. More than Ryan.
Personally,
Ryan.
Personally, I've always been a Ryan fan. Ryan has always been my playing with Power GOAT member.
Oh, Zach.
No. It's it goes Ryan and then me. And no.
Oh my.
It goes Ryan. I can't rank them. I love the whole team. I've always enjoyed working with them.
Come on. Yeah.
I enjoyed working with them so much that I burnt myself out on it and had to stop.
You know you're enjoying it.
We did indeed get 5 booms in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm honored. Demetrius Clark. Hell yeah. Walked away, came back to it looking so damn good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Vinny, how do we feel about this, Vinny?
I love it.
What other major aspect does Tim have to add? I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about it. I know what. I gotta add Smothering Tide. I mean, I do probably love Smothering Tide.
Supreme Verdict?
Did you play Supreme Verdict?
I do.
But we're gonna add it too. But I have Smothering Tide right now. And then, Vinny, we can talk about how, do you want to just do one of these, 2 of these? We want to let the patrons get one. We do like a run of like 10 of these and then sell the rest of them. However you want to do this, we'll do it. If you just want one, we can do one.
I'm open to share it.
Yeah, we'll just give you number 1.
Yeah. I haven't been able to land a number 1 yet. The closest I got is 2.
Which one did you get 2 of?
Oh, I think it was recent. Let me go over to my archive. I think it was a Tolly. Was it a Tolly?
Oh, Tolly. Oh, nice.
It is a Tolly, yeah. Number 2 out of 50.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. Tolly, that's sold out. Sold out. We sold that one out.
RP to the boy.
Yeah, he sold out. That deck's still pretty cool. I mean, some people think that deck's like can't do its thing and then it just smashes you. Guys, what's the number 1 deck that you feel like you always lose to?
Me?
Yeah, I want to know for each one of you. A deck that, like, even if it's not like tier 1, you just like it's got your fucking number. You just always lose to it.
Yuriko.
You always lose your interesting.
I pushed the game into mid-range hell, and then Yuriko's like, yeah, I've been chipping away. And I die.
Right. They really, sometimes they just like, they just flip. I remember I necroed too low one turn, and they just like flipped like a 11 mana spell and just killed me. And I was like, God dang. Fucking Yuriko. What about you, Cal? What deck do you feel like always kicks your ass?
That's a great question.
Yeah. There's got to be one deck where you're like, doesn't matter what you play, it's like that deck's got your number.
It's probably Atraxa. Just like, for whatever reason, every time I see Atraxa in another game, they like stumble on their mana and don't really do anything, and they like cast one spell that somehow help someone else win or whatever. But whenever I'm playing against Atraxa, man, they just like they're able to cast Atraxa on like turn 2 and or like turn 3 or whatever, and they just completely, immediately should flip over like 4 cards that I'm never gonna beat in a million years. And that's basically how it always goes for me.
Oh, dude, so yeah, of course.
But what about you, Tim?
I never beat Stelly. That deck always fucking dunks on me.
Oh, sure.
Stelly, dude, that deck just like dunks on me. Like it's pathetic. I win rate against Stelly. It just exploits some aspect of my gameplay. Like I just never really know where to interact with them, and I'm just not disciplined enough to like learn the deck in and out.
Mm-hmm.
It just continues to just beat the shit out of me.
That makes sense.
Or another deck too that actually beats me up. I recently is the Rakdos deck too. It's another deck. Rakdos the Muscle. I don't really know where to interact with it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, this is where we interact, and I leave the table astray. The other night in patron chat, Sean was playing. One of our patron Sean's was playing the deck, and I was like telling everyone, I'm like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll bounce this card, and I like bounce the wrong card the wrong time and just kill us all. I was like,
that's funny.
So, yeah.
What's the opposite for you guys? Like one that is CDH, well known, that you always beat.
I think for me, it's like Sisay. I don't know if I have maybe lost 1 game to Sisay lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like for whatever reason, just in the same way that it seems like I always watch Atraxa stumble in other games and pop off in mine. It seems like the opposite for me. Like I see Sisay pop off in so many other games, but then whenever I'm playing against Sisay, they just like run something out and then someone removes it and then they like play Sisay, but they can't really do anything with it and nothing really happens. And then like I win the game.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep. For sure. What about you, Vinny?
Yeah,
Rogsai.
Whoa, for real?
Nice.
Honestly,
Let's
as
go.
the control player, because I'm always playing Tivit, Rogsai, if you stop it like 2 times, like if you're just aware for the first 3 turns.
Yeah, then you can kind of be set.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I just feel like Rogsai is a glass cannon sometimes.
Fair.
For sure.
How about you, Tim?
The deck I always beat, or like is a deck that's a killer but it doesn't scare me that much. Do win a lot. Magic. I'm trying to think of something like a consistent deck that I feel like people are afraid of. I'm not too afraid of. Well, I think I'm not. Maybe I'm not too afraid of I'm not too afraid of Magda. I know how it works. I feel a pretty good winner against Magda. I'm not too afraid of it. But I would also say I'm really good at I'm really good. My vocal game is good. My yap is good. I'm a good talker in games, and I don't lose much to TNT, especially when TNK, and I guess now TNT. I would say the same thing. Like those mid-range piles like that, I'm really good against them because I'm pretty good at steering the table and being like, hey, that team is drawn 8 cards. We don't know what they tutored for, and I'm good at kind of regulate and staying on their ass and letting the table know when they're setting up, because I do know how those decks play, Like there was we were playing a game and like I don't think people understood the Hazel Brewmaster combo early on, or maybe they don't understand like how the Valley Flood Caller works, but I do, and I'm just like no. I was like, hold up for that. Like we're gonna get blown out if we don't have, like I'm pretty good at knowing how to disrupt those combos, so I feel pretty good at being like vocal and kind of like just keep it on their ass to the table. Those are some decks I'm pretty good against. I would say like Timna decks, and I'm pretty good against Magda because I know how it wins. So I'm not as afraid of Magda. And I generally play decks that have removal. Like I'll play like a card like I'm not afraid to put like a card like even when I'm playing black, I'll play Deadly Relic. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not afraid to play Swords to Plowshares. I like playing removal, so I always love just like bullying the Magda player, and just like players who play players who have like a creature centric combo. I'm pretty good at disrupting. I think maybe because I usually play creature centric combo, so I know how to interact with it. And 60 cards I play Yawgmoth, so I'm pretty good at knowing the interaction point. So anything that kind of wins with like a creature combo, I'm pretty good at like shutting down, or at least talking through it and like keeping the table aware of what's going on. I think sometimes just like you have positive EV when you know how a deck works and you can like clue the table and at the correct interaction point and knowing what you should out. Like I'm like, oh yeah, this is not a good time to tap out. This is looking pretty good. What do you think? I'm thinking we're almost there. Maybe we should make his nails.
It's pretty sick.
Maybe we should make his nails. I think he would have gold in that. Anything else you want to add to this, Vinny? Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think so, really.
You like the composition?
I do.
Right here. Whoop. What time we got?
It is going for 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. Oh, someone said we should add a ward.
Oh yeah, we got to. Goldsaber. Put Ward 3 in his arm.
Big old muscle tattoo.
Yep. He's a power lifter just like Vinny. He's on his wing here. We should let him know he's flammable.
True.
Man, I really like those turned out. We did it all live. And a few little more details. Dude, Vinny's daughter making a cameo on stream.
I have a son.
Oh,
Your son?
brother.
How old is he?
He is 5.
Wow.
Oh, dude, that's like you. That's like me. I would like, people would call my house, and I'd be like, hello. And they're like, hi, Marion. And I'd be like, oh. And they had my brother and I, we love it. That little boy voice.
That's funny.
Xavier!
Dude, if he played Magic, what would he play?
He'd be a Gruul player, probably.
Dude, Gruul. Man, I wish Gruul was good. Gruul win cons are tough, but Gruul cards are cool.
Say hi. Say chat, guys.
Good
Say
shot.
loud.
Hi.
What's up? What's up, Xavier?
Why you?
Look, they're drawing my playmat. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, if he thinks it's cool, then it's a success.
Then it's cool.
5-year-old Google player likes it, then we've done our job.
We've done the job. My thoughts exactly, Tim.
Dude, this is first time doing this. Thanks for agreeing to do this on stream. Really, it's super fun.
No problem.
Yeah, I really like doing this. I really like how this. What do you guys think? Anything you want to add, chat? Anything? I really like how this turned out. Sorry, it's like cockeyed. Man, this looks cool. I put the gold saber hat on him. The last thing I usually do is I take this here, and then I'm gonna get like a bright, like this orange, or a half tone over here. Oh, my cat! Get off the keyboard. She like loves being on the keyboard. I don't know why. Keyboard's it's warm probably. Okay. So if I'm looking at this thing, make sure the drawing's kind of balanced. Oh yeah. This looks awesome.
Sick.
Yeah, it looks balanced, doesn't it? They're looking at it. Dude. Big Sphinxin, man. Dude, I love it. This turned out, I kind of like this even better than the first one I did, the Giga Chad one.
I love the Giga Chad one.
Well, I hope that next one too.
I was in my bed cracking up when I saw it. It was the "Don't REB me, bro, please, bro." That had me dying.
Yeah.
Well, dude, we'll add that here. We're gonna shout out to the last one, Easter egg.
We've got the chat. Demetrius says, sick as always. Panther says, this looks stunning. Sounds by Moon. You're a legend. Panther also kind of mind blown, even though we technically saw the whole process. Yeah, Tim's kind of good at what he does.
So I have one more addition.
Oh,
Request.
Yeah. Please.
It has to have, I don't know if it has it already, but the Sacred S.
Oh, I don't. We gotta add it.
What's the origin of that?
The S?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it comes from, it's like being, I'm 40. It was like a thing it was like the Stussy S. We would like learn how to draw it. No one even knows like where it was, like how kids would like teach other kids to draw it. You like draw it on the desk in like detention or something.
please, bro. Please, bro.
Oh yeah, we gotta put the big Sphinx right here.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we gotta put the cool S. Dude, the cool S was the most fun thing to draw when you were a kid. The cool S.
That is sick.
Oh yeah. Mid-range. Okay. Go right on here. Got a 5-year-old in the house. Technology is how do we do it? Yeah. That looks good. You love to see it. Awesome. So what I'm gonna do right now is take this, select, duplicate it. Did I Photoshop my wife and I's faces on the husband and wife from the movie Willow?
Wow.
Yeah, we sent it to my friend to be funny. And it worked. I'm going to merge down,
Hey, look.
And merge a little bit. That's right, Miss Wife. This was free.
You helped design that?
Yeah.
Did it live.
What is this?
That's Tivit.
Oh.
It's big tip.
And I think it was like a. I thought it was TNT.
That was the wife.
Hi, wife. Bye, wife.
Dude. The Real Housewives of Magic together. Forced to watch their husband.
Remember, this is a giveaway.
Giveaway.
Oh, yeah, we won this one?
Vinny won this one.
I won the raffle.
Vinny won the powerlifting competition.
Yes.
And something.
We had a combination rug tufting and powerlifting competition.
We were like, oh yeah, I know what a Clark is.
And then we multiplied people's results by how many Tim Playmats they already owned.
Clark is a little guy. You aren't wrong. You do know what a Clark is.
And in the end, Vinny won this wonderful playmat.
Woo woo.
Well, you know, I think what did he go?
Panther, headed to bed. Have a nice, I think, evening. It's true, it is evening, at least here in the Eastern time zone. Hope to catch you streaming again. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, please come back. We love having people hang. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, it's my cat. I'm on the keyboard.
And if
Why are you on the keyboard, girl?
you don't come back, if you don't come back to the stream, I'll find you.
I did it.
All right, Vinny, how do you feel? Oh no. Okay.
What happened?
GameStopper 6 has redeemed Tim Yells Boom.
Boom! 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 Feels good.
Wow.
Good.
That imploded your mic.
Did it really?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, dude. I only know one. I don't boom at half.
Tim, I have great news.
What's that?
Sounds by Moon has redeemed Tim Yells Boom.
Boom! 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 Boom!
Jet Addiction, welcome back.
Oh, chocolate Tivit. Dude, that was good.
Trying Casually Games. I heard you were drawing, my boy. Welcome.
Oh yeah.
Welcome, Trying Casually Games. We're nearly done.
What was the last thing we wanted to add? We got the S. He's yelling boom. We got the don't REB me, bro. Like we're ready to go. I'm gonna send this. The final step. I will take this select. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna to myself. Make sure I send it to Cal to my phone. You see Sam from Howling Salt Mines phone number here. We'll dox him. Perfect. Awesome. Now it's on my phone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to the Patreon right now so you guys can see it. There's how it looks. Oh, yeah. He looks good, man. I'm going to send it to...
I would say he looks swaggin'.
Dude, he looks swagged out. He looks swagged out. That's what I like.
Demetrius says, thanks for doing the live, brother. Good to see you guys. Demetrius.
If anyone else is interested, hit us up. Message Cal at caljones.com. Email him and we'll get it cracking.
It's true. We will. Trying to make an Iron Man CDH man. He is nuts. That sounds pretty cool.
Dude, yeah, I really want to do all the Marvel ones.
Demetrius, also thank you for the 5 gifted subscriptions here on our Freshly affiliate channel. We appreciate it very much. John, Useless Knowledge coming in at the very end. Bilbo Swaggins.
John, I'm on my way over to your stream.
John, don't you have a stream to be doing?
Yeah, I'm playing on it. So I'm going there next. Well, hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. I'm going to...
Wait, John, are you live yet?
Hello?
Vinny, I just posted it to...
Oh, that is sick.
Did you see it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll get these printed up, man. Can't wait. Thanks for coming, dude. This was a lot of fun. This is really fun to
Thank you for having me.
What's up?
Thank you for having me.
Dude, my pleasure. I'll send you the original drawing and we'll give you number 1, man.
Sweet.
Let's go.
Dude, thanks for coming, guys. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming. I'll light up my screen a little now that I don't have to. Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. Vinny, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. This was really great, and to get out of my comfort zone.
Dude, well, you were a natural, man. It was great having you here. Thanks for doing this, dude. Well, and I'll see you. I'm definitely going to see you at one of these tournaments, man. I really appreciate you.
I hope so.
Thanks for you guys. All right, guys, I'll see you over on Useless.
Everyone, we're gonna raid Useless right now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I have to wait 10 seconds.
Hey, thanks, dude. That was fun.
I have to wait 10 seconds to raid. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.
Dude, thanks, guys. That was sick. And Vinny, did you get it? You got the image? I'll say the
Yes, I did.